See here. So next one is secularism. So understanding secularism. So previously we have discussed about the constitution. Okay, in the constitution only. So this is secularism will come. Okay, secularism. The word secular. The meaning for secular is nothing but non-religious. Okay, non-religious. That is called as secular. So here, if you see throughout the world, many countries are telling that our country is a secularism. Our country is a secularistic country. So we are telling that our country, India, is called as the secularistic country. So, but here we have many religions are there. Okay, many religions. So the first highest populated religion in our country is Hindus. So if you take this 100% of population, okay, then from this 100%, nearly 80% of Indian population is Hindus. Next, from remaining 20%, 15% of population is Muslims. Next, from remaining 5% is there. From the remaining 5%, 1% is Christians. Next, 1% is Sikh people. Next, remaining 3% is the others. Okay, so many are there. So this is not the population number. It is just only percentages. Okay. See, in spite of this one, India is called as the birth of many religions, except Christianity and Muslim. Remaining most of the religions, they are originated from India. Okay, it is called as the birthplace of many religions. Example, first we'll take the Hindus. So Hindus is there. Example, if you take our Hindus, mainly they are having two holy books are there, two holy epic books. So they are called as, first one is Ramayana, next one is Mahabharatam. Okay, Mahabharatam. So these are, next third one is the Bhagavad Gita. So these three. So these three, their starting places are originated from India only. You know that. So if you take this Ramayana, so it was started from Ayodhya. So recently the Babri Masjid problem was completely solved, and they are planning for construction of a Rama temple, because it is called as the birthplace of Rama. Okay, so like that, the Hinduism, and also if you take this Mahabharatam, so it is called as the Kauravas and Pandavas. So Hastinapur now it is called as Delhi. So once upon a time, Delhi region is called as Hastinapura. Okay, which is the capital city for Pandavas and Kauravas. Not Pandavas, it is the capital city for, of course, both of them. Because starting Kauravas capital is Hastinapura. At the time, the Pandavas capital is Panchala. Okay, Panchala is the capital, which is present now. It is called as in Uttarakhand and also Himachal Pradesh, some parts. So from this we can understand that the Mahabharatam is also obtained from India. And next, if you take this Bhagavad Gita, so they are present mainly from we can see this Gujarat, Dwaraka. So many are there, and also the Orissa. So the Sun Temple. So we can see all these things from that. We can understand that the Mahabharata was obtained from India. Okay. Next, the other important religion is Buddhism. Of course, Buddhism once upon a time it was present in India, but now totally most of the Buddhist peoples can be seen in the eastern side, that is East Asia, like China, Japan, Korea, Singapore, okay, Malaysia. So all these countries we can see these Buddhist cultures, so Buddhist religion. But actually the birth of Buddha was present in our country. That is, it is called as Bodha Gaya or Buddha Gaya. Once upon it is called as just Buddha Gaya, but it is called as now Bodha Gaya. Gaya is there. Gaya is the name of the place in Bihar. Okay. So from this, it is given the birth. Not only this one. So many other religions also is there. Even this Lord Krishna was there. Sorry, this is example. Okay, in Hindus we can call this as 1 crore gods. 3 crore gods. So they are all originated from India. So in spite of this one, it was very difficult for us to follow secularism because there will be large demand for following of one religion. Okay, so but in spite of this also, we are maintaining non-religious country. Though we have the religious are there, non-religious country. So how we can see this one? So just we'll discuss one by one. Okay. So see here. Yes. So imagine yourself as a Hindu or Muslim living in the part of United States of America where Christians are fundamentally very powerful. So if you see example here, if you go for America, then suppose if you are either Hindu or a Muslim, if you go for America, then what will happen in the America mainly you can see this Christian people. Okay, Christian domination or Christianity, more people will be there. But in spite of that also, some of the so other peoples also allowed to live in the country. That shows that secularism. Okay, but there are some countries are there. So I said many times. So if you see this example, Rome city is there, the capital of Italy. In the Rome, we can see in some places, only in some regions, once upon a time, there was a rule that the only Christians should be there here. So this is the rule. But so if there is rule like that, means there is no secularism. And if you see this Saudi Arabia, so there no Hindus are allowed to construct any temple. No Hindus are allowed to construct any temple. So that is the secularism. There is no secularism there. And if you see this Nepal, once upon a time in the Nepal, there should be only Hindus and no other religions are allowed to live in the country. So there is no secularism there. So like that here, so we can see in number of places with different characters. Okay, and also if you see this, that means if you see these African countries, in the African countries, so number of countries they have different gods. They are called as nature gods. Okay, they are following just one particular gods, and the other peoples are not allowed. The other religious peoples are not allowed to live in that country. So that is there is no secularism. So like that here, so secularism should be there. So our constitution tells that India is following the secularism. Okay, so India is our constitution also tells that India is called a secularistic country, but it was very difficult because the majority peoples are Hindus. Okay, but in spite of this also, so the constitution is telling that our India is called as a big secularist country in the world. So that is the greatness of our country. Okay, so what is the meaning for secularism? So just to move forward. So here this picture indicates that different colors. Okay, different colors with different hands. So different colors with the hands are the same, but they are present in one country. So that is called as the unity and secularism. Though we have different colors are there, but all hands are belongs to one place, that is one country. That shows that secularism. Okay, so like that. So this is just an example given here. Next, just to we move forward. Yes. See here. So what is the secularism? So if you see here, okay, secularism. So what is the meaning for secularism? So the country, what is the definition for the secularism means? So the government or the country should neither encourage nor discourage any one particular religion and the state is separated. See here, listen carefully. So secularism nothing but the state is separated from government. The state is separated from government, or the state is separated. The state is separated from religion. This is called as secularism. The separation of state from the religion is called as secularism. That is the first definition, and the second definition is, so the state or the country should neither encourage nor